Hello everybody! DSP here live on the stream. Welcome, welcome. How are ya? I hope you're doing well. Or, if you're not live on the stream and you're watching this pre-stream as its own video on YouTube, welcome as well. And today is a good day. Today is a special day. Today is exciting. It is Tuesday, November 15th, 2016. And today is the official release of Watch Dogs 2 for us normal people. And, you know, I mean, we're not the gaming elite, right? We actually have to wait for games to release. We don't get super advanced copies. We don't get paid by the gaming production companies and marketing companies to play the games publicly and kiss the game's ass days in advance. Cough, cough. A few people who did that. But anyway, I digress. Today is the official release day of Watch Dogs 2. And I'm excited. You may not know this, but I really liked Watch Dogs 1. I think I might have been in the minority, because Watch Dogs 1 got a lot of flack. Mostly the controversy surrounding the release of Watch Dogs 1 a couple years ago was that, number one, the game had been delayed significantly. It was actually supposed to be a launch title for the PS4, but it ended up getting delayed a good 6 to 8 months. And then when it was finally released, the graphical capabilities of the game weren't anything what the game originally had looked like at E3 2012. So people were pretty disappointed, thinking, oh man, you know, there's a downgrade, this isn't good, you know, we wanted what you had showed us as the promotional materials, this kind of is unfair. And I would definitely say a valid criticism of Watch Dogs 1 was the fact that the protagonist, Aiden Pierce, didn't necessarily have a ton of personality to him, okay? He had a lot of shortcomings. He was a quiet character. He was more of a brooding character, being that stuff had happened to his family, and he was upset about it. And a lot of people were like, it's not necessarily the kind of protagonist we want for a brand new IP. Maybe we'd like someone with more personality, someone who really becomes almost a likable character that you want to continue following, rather than someone who you just has this strange kind of revenge mission on his mind, right? So, here we are. It's 2016. I know. What the shit? Where did all the time go? I still feel like I'm at E3 2012 watching the promo for the original Watch Dogs at this point. But anyway, it's 2016. The launch of Watch Dogs 2 is right now. Alright? And it is time to start covering the game. I'm excited. I've cleared my entire schedule. Today, all day long, will be Watch Dogs 2. I'm going to be playing it on this first gameplay stream for about 3 to 3.5 hours. I'm going to be playing it later today for at least another 2 hours. So if you're looking forward to Watch Dogs 2 coverage, you're getting it. You're getting a big, you know, a big whopping 5 to 6 hours of gameplay today, and I'm looking forward to it. So thanks to those who are here live, and again, thanks to those who are watching on demand. Now, here's the deal, everyone. Kind of a monkey wrench thrown into my plans for this week. And let me explain. Originally, my plans for this week were that yesterday I wanted to finish up coverage of the ongoing stuff that I was doing, which I actually managed to do. I played the multiplayer of Infinite Warfare, and I reviewed Dishonored 2. So that was good that I got all that stuff done as I had planned. Today, I wanted to cover Watch Dogs 2, and quite honestly, I was planning on covering Watch Dogs 2 for about 3 straight days, because this Friday is the release of Pokemon Sun and Moon, and I'm actually gearing up for that. I've powered up and charged my Nintendo 3DS. I've done all the firmware updates for it. I checked to make sure that I should have enough hard drive space on it, I think. If not, I might have to delete Tomodachi Life, which, let's be honest here, I haven't played it in 2 freaking years, so I really doubt it's going to be much of a loss, right? So, yeah, I've been gearing up all this week for Watch Dogs and Pokemon, and I've been really hyped for this. I even made my Pokemon Omega Ruby playthrough from 2 years ago public on YouTube again, so people could watch it and get all hyped up for this week, okay? Well, guess what? All of a sudden, this morning, out of nowhere, no previous announcement date, there'd only been hints at it, Blizzard released the big new patch for Overwatch. And if you're not aware, this patch, number one, has a brand new character called Sombra, which of course everyone's hyped for. Everyone gets hyped for the new characters. Quite honestly, I think that Anna, the last new character, was pretty underwhelming. Overall, not many people really ended up using her, and I really didn't like her. After playing her with her once, I was like, meh, don't really like the character. So this time around, Sombra, another new character. I don't know too much about her, but everyone's been talking about her for the past week or two since they announced her, and there's a new mode called Arcade Mode added to the game. And by the way, it's a free content update, just following along with their business model here. Overwatch is not charging for any of these expansions, but I think they're in the hopes that you're going to go buy content packs for the game, right? So, okay, so there was no paid DLC, you didn't have to pay for Sombra, but hopefully you'll go buy a loot boxes in the game and end up giving them more money anyway, right? So, that happened today, out of nowhere, okay? And it's just it's not to say that it's confusing, alright, but it kind of sucks because I want to build a schedule around game releases, and I want to have that schedule kind of set so that you guys and gals know when I'm covering what, and now all of a sudden this comes out of nowhere, and I'm like, well, now what am I going to do, alright? So now I'm faced with a small dilemma, okay? And here's what I kind of want to do, and I'm going to need your feedback, especially those who are on the stream right now. I'm going to need your feedback. Would you prefer to see me do Watch Dogs 2 today, tomorrow, and Thursday as I had originally planned, okay? In which case, you're talking, that's going to be like maybe 13 or plus hours of Watch Dogs 2 gameplay in the next 3 days. That's kind of what I'll cover if I do it as much as I was originally planning, alright? Or would you prefer that maybe tomorrow or Thursday that my main gameplay stream be Sombra in Overwatch, and so I'm covering her pretty much relatively quickly after her release, alright? And then Watch Dogs 2 will just be a longer, more drawn-out playthrough that will balance with Pokemon and everything else. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Now, here's the deal. If I don't do Sombra and Overwatch during the week, then this weekend, either Saturday or Sunday, I will do a stream of it, okay? So, that's the deal. The choice is this. The choice is Watch Dogs 2 for 3 straight days, then Pokemon on Friday, and then one stream during the weekend is the coverage of Sombra and Overwatch. Or, today Watch Dogs 2, and then either Wednesday or Thursday I cover Sombra balanced with Watch Dogs 2, Friday's Pokemon, and then over the weekend we kind of balance Watch Dogs and Pokemon into next week. So what do you think? Already I'm seeing a mixed, reaction in the stream chat. Someone doesn't even believe that I would listen to feedback and I'm going to do whatever I want, so why do I ask? Well, you're a dick. I don't know how else to respond to that. You're being a dick. I don't really know what I want to do. Honestly, I want to do both. I want to play Watch Dogs 2, duh. But also, I mean, I like Overwatch. It's my most played multiplayer game of this year, so obviously I want to get back to that too, right? Looks like a lot of people are saying focus on Watch Dogs 2, alright? But here's the thing. Now, here's the funny thing. Everyone says, do Watch Dogs 2 all week. But what will happen after I play Watch Dogs 2 all day today? How many people are going to come back tomorrow? How many people will be here Thursday for the 3rd day in a row of exclusive Watch Dogs 2 coverage? Because what I found is when I primarily only cover one game at a time, that the attention span dips. And I know that for a fact. I've seen it historically. If I'm doing the same thing non-stop, it fizzles out. There's hype the first day, and then it fizzles out. Now, typically, if I balance stuff, sometimes it does a little better. It all depends. So, I don't know. I'm going to see. I want to see what everyone's feedback is. All right. And we'll go from there. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Please, tweet me at TheyCallMeDSP. Let me know what you think there. And obviously, let me know your opinions various ways. I know some people will type me an email. Sometimes they do. Stuff like that. So we'll see. All right. We'll see. All right. So that's the deal. Kind of a monkey wrench thrown into the plans for this week. I don't know exactly what I'm doing every day, but definitely all day today is Watch Dogs 2, and I'm excited for that. Okay. The game looks much better than Watch Dogs 1. I mean, from what I saw at E3, it just looked better, and people who have been playing it overnight have been saying it seems much better. However, there's one big problem. Watch Dogs 2 has an integrated multiplayer mode, meaning it's supposed to have seamless multiplayer where you can jump in and out of it and it becomes almost like part of the campaign. That's what they intended. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It doesn't work. And some people have been reporting major issues with the frame rate of the game if you leave the multiplayer and online features enabled, because it's trying to access them constantly and it doesn't access them because the servers are crashed, and therefore the game runs like shit. So what I'm going to do is this. I've heard varying stories. Some people have told me it's not affecting them at all, and some people are saying it is affecting them. We're going to boot it up, we're going to play it. We're going to see right here firsthand if it actually does have a negative effect on the gameplay and the graphics and all of that. If it does, okay, if it does, then I will disable the online features. But what I don't want to do is preemptively jump the gun, disable them, and then let's say tomorrow the online features are working, and then I don't get to experience them because I disabled them because I didn't trust that they would work. Alright? So let's see. I'll start playing. If the game does end up being choppy, I'll turn that shit off. We'll play it by ear here today, and we'll see exactly what happens, alright? What else? Not too much. I have a couple quick updates, and then we're going to get started. The first update is a business update. It's good news. My YouTube statistics did update. Now, I don't know if they're accurate or not as of today, because they've been locked for about 4 days. But they did update, and they look pretty good. I can't say definitively how good, but let me put it this way. From what I'm seeing, for being roughly halfway through the month, it looks pretty good for the month of November. Now, that's not to be surprising because the ad revenue on YouTube has skyrocketed. So, it may not be a result of more people are watching and more people have their ad blocker off, but more of a result of just overall, YouTube's way more profitable right now than it usually is. In fact, historically, December is the biggest month on YouTube when it comes to ad revenue. So that's why I'm excited that I'll be doing playthroughs like Final Fantasy 15 and The Last Guardian and Dead Rising 4 and my year-end series all in December. That's going to be perfect timing for things to work out well, I think. So we'll see. But right now, so far, so good. I want to maintain a positive attitude here because it looks like things are doing well, at least for this month. But I'll have more information, you know, in the near future. We'll have to see, okay? The other news that I have is that today is the very last day. If you are interested in getting the Loot Crate, which I just unboxed a few days ago, it's the Marvel Gear and Goods Loot Crate, including a Doctor Strange full-sized robe. It's basically kind of a replica robe from Doctor Strange from Marvel Comics, who, of course, right now, he's all the rage because his movie just came out and he's made tons of money worldwide and, you know, really big hit movie. You only have today to order it. And I know a lot of people ask, gee, can I get the box that Phil unboxes? You know, the Loot Crate that Phil unboxes specifically. You can only get that one today. So if you're interested, head over to lootcrate.com/DarksidePhil. Alright. Right there in the drop down, you can see all the different Loot Crates that are available. You gotta pick the Marvel Gear and Goods Loot Crate. And I recommend that you use my discount code, save me 10 DSP. That's save me 10 DSP. You'll save 10% on that guy. Okay? So, last day if you are interested in getting that. After that, you'll still subscribe to it, but you won't get that box. You'll have to wait. I think it's bi-monthly, so you'll have to wait 2 months, and then you'll get whatever the next box is. Okay? Alright, that's pretty much it. I'll do a few quick plugs and then we'll get started. First of all, I just mentioned Loot Crate. You don't have to get the Marvel box. You can get any Loot Crate and save 10%. Alright, I already just mentioned how, so I'm not going to go into detail, but thanks to those who have been doing that. I did just get notification from Loot Crate that, you know, a decent amount of people did use the referral code in the last month. I don't think it was as much as the month before, but it was still pretty good. So, I don't know. I didn't confirm or deny with them yet, but we'll find out. But thank you to everyone who is doing that, okay? Twitter, you already know about, @TheyCallMeDSP. You can follow me there for schedule updates. You can follow me there for all kinds of information. This morning, I was tweeting about the Watch Dogs story, about the multiplayer not working, and also I tweeted a little bit about the PS4 Pro, which seems to be not as exciting as people had hoped because most games that are releasing for it are kind of a mixed bag. Sometimes you'll get better resolution but lower frame rate, and people are pissed about that because they're saying, if I paid $400, why the hell am I getting less frame rate than if I played this on my older PS4? This doesn't make any sense. I agree, but anyway, I talked about this on Twitter today. But all the other stuff as well. Lots of cool stuff that I put up on my Twitter, @TheyCallMeDSP. Please follow me there. KO Gaming, my channel where I do all edited style content, including game reviews, montages, countdowns, and the like. Just last night, fresh off the presses, I just released my review of Dishonored 2. Now, keep in mind that review is of playing with Emily and a high chaos run, and I say that right up front in the review. I did not play with Corvo, and I did not do a stealth run this time around, but I did review the game based off of my experiences. You can check that out over at youtube.com/KOGaming1. Keep in mind, there will be many other reviews coming up, including Infinite Warfare once I get a chance to play the zombies, including, yes, Watch Dogs 2, which I'm starting today, including Pokemon Moon, which I'll be playing starting Friday, yes, Final Fantasy, yes, all the games I'm playing till the end of the year, and then my year-end series, including my Game of the Year awards, my most disappointing Games of the Year countdown, the funniest moments of the year, and I will take this opportunity to throw this out there, ladies and gentlemen. The funniest moments of the year are based off of your nominations on the KingOfHate.com forum. So, for example, if today you're watching Watch Dogs 2, and something hilarious happens, head over to the forums, and if you go to the general section of the forums, there's already a thread that's been there. It's been stickied all year, where people have been nominating their funniest moments. Nominate a moment. And once you nominate it, it gets into the running to be one of the funniest moments of the year. Later this year, actually, it's the first week of December probably, I'm going to set up polling where people will be voting on what they think are the funniest moments, and that's going to become a year-end series for me this year, okay? So, please take the opportunity when you see something funny to head over to the forums and nominate it so that we can get it into the running for the funniest moments at the end of the year, okay? So anyway, yes, very good stuff going on right now in regards to year-end series and everything. I'm planning already for KO Gaming, so it behooves you to subscribe to KO Gaming now, so that when all these videos start hitting, you already see them, okay? And thanks to those who are subscribed and are checking out the content there constantly. Patreon. Patreon is the way, if you're a viewer who loves my stuff, you're here every single day on the stream, or you're watching my on-demand videos every single day, and you want to see me continue to be able to do this full-time as a job, you love what I've done for the past 8 years, and you want to see me continue to do it, this is the way that you can go above and beyond. For as little as $1 a month, your pledges contribute to allowing me to do this as a business, help me pay my bills, right? And in addition, you get cool perks, such as text and verbal thank yous in my videos. Right now, people who donated, people who pledged $5 or more last month, actually are nominating indie games for the upcoming marathon that's going to happen on the 28th of November. And it's pretty cool. A lot of people just got their forum accounts upgraded overnight, and they're going to be nominating games right away. You can also get your questions answered on my bi-monthly Q&A show, Ask the King, or even get a private Q&A video made. So the perks are pretty damned good. But in addition, this month, the special event that we're planning for is the upcoming Multiplayer Madness Marathon, by which if we hit the funding goal for November, if you pledge $5 or more, you can play multiplayer with me in such games as Battlefield 1, Overwatch, Gears of War 4, Titanfall 2, or either of the Call of Duty releases that were just recently released. Now, the cool thing about this is that they're going to be scheduled lobbies. It's going to be with other viewers and fans. No trolls allowed. It's going to have voice chat enabled. It's going to be a ton of fun. The last time I did this event, the patrons loved it because they said, holy shit, for the first time, I'm guaranteed to play with you in the game that I want to play you in. I get to actually talk to you, and the trolls aren't taking up all the spots. And, you know, traditionally, unfortunately, what happens is more people than can reach the capacity of a lobby want to play with me, and they don't get to play. So this way, you're guaranteeing your spots. Pretty awesome. Okay? So, $5 or more by the end of this month, you're in on that event. And that's going to take place in late December, right after Christmas. So if you get some of those games for Christmas, you can participate. And also, there will be a second session in early January. So I'll be, fluctuating. I'll be more flexible for that event. It'll be pretty fun. All right. So please consider pledging if you haven't. It is now November 15th, so you got 15 days left, half of the month left to pledge. And then last but not least, my girlfriend Leanna has her own business called The Black Current, where she sells handmade glycerin soaps and wax tart melts. Right now, she is gearing up for the holidays. No lie, she made 4 different new batches of soap in the past week. I think later today, she's actually going to be chopping it up and getting it ready because she knows that people are going to be shopping for the holiday rush pretty soon. Black Friday's right around the corner, and I hear a little birdie has told me that she's going to be doing a pretty good sale, not with the new stuff, but with some of her older inventory that's kind of maybe been lying around for a while, that she may be trying to get rid of that stuff with a really good sale coming up around Black Friday this year. If you're not aware, Black Friday is November 25th. So, hint, hint, okay? Don't take my word for it that her soaps and her wax star melts are good. Check out the website for yourself where you'll see tons of customer testimonials that say as much, alright? Alright, folks. That is it. I finished the plugs. It is now time for me to begin with Watch Dogs 2. I hope it's as good as people have been alluding and telling me it is. I'm excited. I hope that you're excited too. Without further ado, let's get started, baby. Yeah. Here we go. Alright, here we go.